Number three is audiolingual method. Audiolingual method is a method of foreign language teaching which emphasizes the teaching of listening and speaking before reading and writing. It uses dialogue as the main form of language presentation and drills as the main training techniques. Mother tongue is discouraged in the classroom. Goal of audiolingual method is gaining proficiency in all four languages, which is number one is skills, number two listening, number three reading, number four writing. This general objective achieved through training the learners in sound discrimination, increasing auditory memory, emphasizing native-like pronunciation, and developing accuracy and fluency in a limited portion of language.
There are two types of activities or strategies that the students must have in audiolingual method. Number one, mimicry, memorization of dialogues through repetition. Number two, pattern drills, grammatical structure. The former is to help students learn contextualized structures, vocabulary, and pronunciation. In terms of the advantages of audiolingual method, there are many benefits brought about audiolingual method. Number one, the audiolingual is said to be the best approach for beginning level foreign classes. Number two, it aims at developing listening and speaking skills, which constitutes a step away from grammar translation method. Number three, it popularized the use of visual aids, the positive impact of which on memorable effective learning has been proved in vocabulary. Number 3, students lack an active role in the classroom. Number 4, very little attention is paid to communicate and context.
Number 4 is structure method. It is called structural method because the main emphasis is laid on the mastery of structures or pattern of sentence and phrases, and also on the special features of the language which help in the construction of a sentence, such as word order, structural words, and a few inflections in English. In this approach, the use of mother tongue is allowed at the initial stage, and that is to far explaining a scenario, when some sentence pattern is to be practiced. The learners are given drill of the structures till they are able to use them automatically without straining their minds. The goal of a structural method, according to Menon and Patel, the following are the objectives of the new structural method. Number 1, to lay the foundation of English by establishing through drill and repetition about 275 graded structures. Number 2, to enable the children to attain mastery over an essential vocabulary of about 3,000 root words for active use. Number 3, to correlate the teaching of grammar and composition with the reading lesson. Number 4, to teach the 4 fundamental skills, namely understanding, speaking, reading, and writing in the other name.
These are the strategies of structure method. Number 1, word order. Word order or the pattern of form is very important in English language. Each word in a certain arrangement has a fixed place which cannot be changed. Number 2, structural analysis. Help students practice structural analysis by offering them sentences that contain some known and some unknown words. Talk as a class or in small groups about which word they know and which ones they don't. Number 3, practicing with gibberish. Understanding syntax is competency that most of us don't even realize we are learning until we have long mastered it. Because syntax is so important to language, we can use syntactic rules to make sense of sentence in which the main words are gibberish. These are the strengths of structure method. Number 1, students remain active throughout in the learning process. Number 2, the approach helps the student to acquire fluency in their spoken English. This approach makes students creative learners. They are able to think a large number of sentences of similar types. Number 4, the students are able to understand the subject matter fully because teaching is conducted by creating meaningful situation. Number 5, it enables the students to have good command over the language. These are the weaknesses of a structure method. Number 1, in a structural approach, the learners have to be given a lot of practice. Number 2, this type of teaching made the process of teaching, learning dull and mechanical for a few learners. Number 3, more teaching aids are needed. Number 4, press textbook cannot be taught. Number 5, it is suitable for lower class students. Number 6, continuous of structures and their repetition make the atmosphere dull. Number 7, reading and writing ability of the students are neglected.